I listened to your video and I want to talk to you a little bit about why I do think TikTok is bad for podcasts. I'm going to use a couple examples from my own personal podcast that I have shared on TikTok. And I want to tell you why I think, as someone who's been doing video podcasting for about 2 years now, the difference why I think TikTok and the TikTokification, I'll call it, of video podcasting as a whole is a poor problem for podcasting. Podcasting is super for long form content where it's something I can listen to in my car or when I'm working out, so I can just have it in the background when I'm doing other work and listen to it. And because of this long extended form of time that people interact with me on my podcast, I'm able to grow a following from that, from sharing my personal expertise and thoughts and conversations with people. The problem I have with short form content in general, I have found, you have to do all these little things like a 1 to 3 second hook or adding text to your podcast so people can read it when they don't want to turn their volume up. Little shortcuts and hacks and stuff that I found like that have grown my audience and following. But with that, number one, it takes a lot more work to do all that stuff. But number two, I don't like that it makes people's attention spans that much shorter. I don't like the fact that I have to grab somebody's attention so quick that I can't solidly catch someone's attention to where they're actually invested in what I have to say versus being some newspaper boy shouting on the street corner, extra, read all about it, and you've got 2 seconds to catch somebody with a headline. TikTok and Instagram Reels and all these short form content like that is something I see as a negative, because a lot of my content, it revolves around things that need lots of context and nuance. For example, I did a video with a guest. She owns a nonprofit and she helps veterans with PTSD. And we did a short form video about MST, which is military sexual trauma. And that's kind of a long thing you need to have a deeper conversation with, rather than, here are the 5 things that you should know about MST, right? So I do this video, and on TikTok, it gets 400 views. On YouTube Shorts, it gets 38,000 views. And the difference between those things, I think, has a lot to do with, because TikTok and YouTube and all of these big data companies are so focused on keeping their user base on their app particularly, if you don't play by their rules and do exactly the type of content that they want, you don't get your time in front of anybody. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I just think, in regards to podcasting, which I love, I think that the short form content and all this little blips of stuff, I think it's bad for podcasting as a whole, because it's going to make it harder for podcasters, in my opinion, to create a content community just based off of podcasting and not based off of extra stuff outside of podcasting. And for those that are trying to remain authentic to podcasting, I love podcasting. I want to grow the entire field of podcasting. Short form content, while it does increase my overall viewership and bring more people to come see me, I use it as a tool versus as a specific reason why I do something. Hope that helps.